Ever imagine getting a big boost to your finances way quicker than you thought possible? Like some surprise deposit just appearing overnight, practically.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Well, that's kind of what we're diving into today. There's this crucial update straight from Social Security, and it could really change when you see adjustments to your direct deposits.
You're right. You sent over some really important sources about those new announcements from the Social Security Administration, and it's definitely something to pay attention to. We'll be focusing specifically on the details about direct deposits and what this faster timeline means for you. Basically, our mission is to break these changes down, figure out what's new, and really highlight how this could practically affect your benefits.
So let's jump right into it. The big news here is that the Social Security Administration is making those direct deposit changes happen much faster. Remember that, wait, like a whole month you used to
Oh,
have?
yeah, 30 days it was.
Well, that's been completely changed, down to just one business day. So we need to understand why they made such a fast switch and what it means if you ever need to update your bank info.
The really interesting thing here is what's driving this change. From the information you shared, it seems like a lot of fraudulent activity, something like 40% based on one figure, was tied to people calling up and pretending to be beneficiaries to change those direct deposit details. And unfortunately, that meant benefits were going to the wrong accounts.
40%, wow, that's a huge number.
Yeah.
Really shows why a change was needed. So the old system was easy, you could change things over the phone, but it was also vulnerable to those trying to take advantage.
Exactly. That old method, it might have seemed convenient, but it didn't have the strong identity verification we really need now. With all the data breaches happening, it became too easy for someone to pretend to be you and redirect your payments. This new one-day change comes with much stronger ways to confirm your identity. It's all about making sure your money goes where it's supposed to go without any unnecessary holdups.
So speed is great, but what does this further identity proofing actually look like? The sources mentioned a couple of main ways this will work now.
If we look at the bigger picture, the Social Security Administration is trying to balance ease of use with keeping everything secure. The information you provided stressed that you can still do things like starting a benefits claim over the phone, but to finalize those actions, especially with your financial details, you'll need more verification. And a key part of that is the My Social Security online account.
Right, that online portal everyone's been told to set up seems like it's becoming even more important for managing your benefits safely and efficiently.
Absolutely. Just to get into your personal My Social Security account, you have to go through multiple steps to prove it's you. So when you request a direct deposit change through that secure portal, they can be much more certain it's actually you. That confidence is what lets them process those changes so quickly within that one business day because the main identity check is already done.
That makes sense. So using the online account is the most direct and fastest way to benefit from this streamlined process. What about that other option, going to a local Social Security office in person?
That's a good point about accessibility. Visiting an office lets you prove your identity with documents in person, but that might be tough for some folks, those with mobility issues or trouble getting around. The sources did touch on that, acknowledging it could be a challenge, but it's a really important alternative for people without reliable internet or who haven't set up their online account yet. It's about making sure everyone has a secure option, even if one is way faster.
So there's a bit of a trade-off then. Increased security and super fast processing means using the online system or going in person for certain financial changes. But think about it, a one-day turnaround compared to a 30-day wait. That's huge, especially if you suddenly needed to switch banks, like if there was fraud on your current account. That month-long delay could have really caused some financial stress.
Definitely. Imagine this. Your main bank account gets hit with fraud, and you urgently need to send your Social Security payments to a new, safe account. With the old system, you could be waiting a whole month for that change, potentially leading to real hardship and worry. Now, that disruption is minimized to just one business day as long as you can verify your identity through one of the secure ways. It gives you so much more financial security and peace of mind.
So let's put this in practical terms for our listeners. If you're already getting your Social Security benefits through direct deposit and your bank info isn't changing, this update might not impact your day-to-day right now. But that increased security and the potential for fast changes if needed are still important for your financial well-being.
That's a crucial point. If your direct deposit is set up correctly and you aren't planning any changes, you might not notice this update in your daily life. But think of it as an extra layer of protection and a much faster response system if you ever need to make a change. It's like a safety net, making sure that if things change unexpectedly with your finances, you can update your direct deposit quickly and confidently. It's all about protecting your access to your money right when you need it.
And it's important to remember that this is part of a bigger effort to protect both you, the beneficiary depending on these payments, and the whole Social Security program itself from fraud. Those extra security steps might feel like a small inconvenience sometimes, but the goal is to prevent your hard-earned benefits from being taken or delayed. That directly protects your financial resources.
Exactly. That statistic we talked about 40% of fraudulent activity coming from those phone-based direct deposit changes. It really shows how much we need these stronger security measures. It's about protecting the financial security of millions of beneficiaries and ensuring the integrity of the entire system that provides these crucial payments.
Okay, so we've covered the faster direct deposits and the stronger identity verification. The information we have also mentioned a 2-week rollout period for these changes. What does that time frame mean for the beneficiaries listening?
That 2-week period is basically a transition time for the Social Security Administration to put these new procedures into action. They need to make sure all their staff are fully trained on the updated processes and that all the necessary technology is in place and working smoothly. For you, the beneficiary, it means these helpful changes are being rolled out right now and will be fully in effect soon. The agency is making sure everything's ready on their end to provide this improved process smoothly so you can manage your payments efficiently.
So, to recap the key points, if you need to change your direct deposit information for your Social Security benefits, the wait time has been dramatically reduced to just 1 business day. It's a big improvement for getting your money quickly. But remember, you'll likely need to make those changes through your My Social Security online account or by visiting a local office to verify your identity. This increased security and faster processing are both designed to protect your finances and the integrity of the system providing your payments.
That's a great summary of the key benefits. The main takeaway is the much faster way to update your direct deposit info, along with the essential security measures to prevent fraud and keep your payments safe. This shows a real commitment to modernizing a vital part of how your benefits are delivered, giving you more control and security over your money.
So what does this all really mean for you? The most important thing is, if you ever need to update your direct deposit info for Social Security, the process is now much faster, happening in just 1 business day instead of a whole month. This could be incredibly helpful and prevent disruptions if your banking details change unexpectedly.
The reason this matters so much to you is that it's specifically designed to minimize any disruption when you need to update your direct deposit. This shows how the Social Security Administration is continually trying to modernize and respond more quickly to the needs of beneficiaries like you, especially when it comes to managing your important financial benefits.
Seeing this big improvement in direct deposit processing, it makes you think about what other parts of benefit administration could use similar updates for better efficiency and security. Are there any other processes you've come across where a faster turnaround or better security would really help? This update really highlights how things are constantly evolving with how benefits are handled, and your experiences and thoughts as beneficiaries are so valuable as these systems keep adapting and improving.
You know, that's a great point to leave our listeners with.
We really want to hear from you. What do you think could be improved? Let us know. Thanks for joining us today. We'll be back soon with another deep dive into these important topics.
Until next time.
See you then.